Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to Turn-In Tuesdays. Bit of a late start tonight, so apologies for that. I don't know how to get this off. Okay, guess we're not going to get that off. Anyways, welcome, everybody. Today we're actually going to be turning some bowls. A bowl, at least. Got some figured maple here. I need to get a drill bit. Chuck this in this drill here. Let's see. Drill bits. There we are. Today we'll actually be turning a bowl, some bowls. I was trying to, this past week since last week, figure out how to set up a giveaway for the projects we make. I didn't find a very good way to do it because I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. So, Wood Turning Wednesday, what's up? For the Australian folks, it is Wood Turning Wednesday. But yeah, I was trying to find a way to do giveaways of the projects we're doing. And I haven't quite figured that out yet, so once I do, we'll definitely start doing that. But I'm just new to streaming in general, so I don't know the best way to do it. I'm sure there's some software or something that will enable us to do that a little bit easier, but for now we're just gonna make some bowls. So I just got this different chuck for the lathe here to be able to turn some bowls. I haven't, this will be I've turned bowls before. This will just be the first time I've done it in a little while. So I'm trying to get this into the wood here. I have to step the drill bit up. Let's see. Bit of a late start today. Just trying to rearrange things, set up the lighting slightly different. But I hope everybody's week has been well so far, or weekend. There we go. It is hard to see comments with how I got my phone set up here. Hold on. Bear with me. There we go. Thank you. I got a nice mic set up here. So I'm glad the audio is coming through well. So here's our bowl blank. It is figured maple, and we got this here, this threaded screw here. Basically gonna get this onto here. chuck it into here and start turning the outside of the bowl. I need to find real quick a socket that'll fit this because I'm having trouble getting this on here. I don't know if a socket would fit this, hopefully. Or I do have an adjustable wrench somewhere. Crescent wrench. It has just been one of those days, you know? Come on. This is not very... Probably should have tested this out before I streamed, huh? I got notifications going off. Come on, people. Come on. It's a professional stream here. Can't have incoming text messages. Oh boy. Okay. See, this is what I mean. Just one of these days. One of those days. Hope your day is going better than mine. There we go. Okay. Okay. Might not even get to turning a bowl. Just kidding. We're gonna get this. Here we go. Now I got this going in here. Rough start, but we'll get to it here in a second. Like I was saying earlier, I would love to do giveaways of these projects and send them to the winners, but I haven't figured out the best way to go about doing that yet. Because on YouTube it's also more difficult because you can't really direct message people on YouTube, so I don't know how exactly that would work, you know. Yeah. I think that's in there good enough for now. We'll find out. That's what the face shield's for. All right. Make sure that's not going to hit that. A little bit off center there, but the round's not really centered anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So we got a maple blank here for the bowl. All right, let me raise this up close we can here. It's good. All right. Slow start, but let's get to it. Get the mask on. Safety first, folks. This doubles as eye and respiratory protection. We got the lathe on a low speed. Just gonna get it to round. And there goes my phone. Yes. I thought that might happen. Oh. Oh boy. That's going to be shaking around a lot. Trying to think of how I can do this now. Let's see. Yeah, that is shaking way too much. Gotta readjust here. So basically got this on a little paint can there. This is a stream's going great, guys. It's going wonderful. Let me try and just make a little shelf real quick, and we'll throw this piece on. Let's see what we got. Just need a little cleat to go onto the wall. Then I could screw that 2x4 to it. So let me find something. Like I said, it has been one of those days, but we're trying to get the stream going, so not gonna let a little hiccup stop us from streaming. Are we now? This should work. That should work. Let me find some screws. Bear with me. There's probably nobody watching right now because there's 0 things going on. Man, I don't even... Shoot. Alright, well, plan B, I guess, will be to get the tripod back out and just throw it on this. Apologies for the delay here in the start. Probably only get to 1 bowl tonight, but it's okay. I'm still trying to figure out the best setup for the stream and everything, so let's try this out. This is what they don't show you about doing things live. Alright, let's see. Spin this around. Boom. So that works, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. That's good. This will work. I was trying to have more of face in the video, but that is fine. Like this. This will work. Okay. We see everything good? All right. Let me get back to turning this here. Just looking at this stream here. We are live, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna start turning the bowl for real this time. Lathe on. I have voice command tools, huh? Like that. In this thing because it's not close to round. So the first thing we got to do is get it round. Yeah. This tool rest to where we want it. Okay. Okay, we got it closer to round now. That's the more, not difficult, but just more nerve-wracking part of turning a bowl or anything on the lathe is when it's not close to round. You know, it can seem a little sketchy, so just going to move the rest a little closer now and continue on. Alright, we've got it pretty much rounded. Let me switch to the rounded cover. Actually, let me try this pointed bit. Oops, bit of a catch there. Oops. Okay. Still not even. Well, we're gonna Oh. Move this closer here. Try to move it closer. Thank you, thank you. This is a little side project I did. I don't know if you may have seen it on Instagram. It's something I was doing last year. I actually made a giant version of it that I'll show one of these days. It was a fun little, wound up being a pretty big project, but yeah, appreciate that. Hope your weeks are going well. Like I said, today has just not been my day. But let's make a bowl tonight, shall we? Seems like it is coming out around, which is not great. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to do at all. Wonderful. Yes. Wait. Not even close to being round like it was 2 minutes ago. We are getting it there. This and this. Where's that tighter on there? We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Alright, I guess I will round it again. A lot of vibration. We're kind of doing this around over here. I'm not sure why. I don't know if we're knocking it back out of round or not. But let's keep going. I think we're on to something now. Got to get the technique dialed in. It just seems every time I come around this corner, getting a lot more shattering and vibration. Not totally sure why. So, I don't know, trying to get the general shape of this bowl. Kind of want it to be kind of a nice sweeping bowl, you know? Kind of a very steep angle. I think I may also try increase the speed of the lathe. Let me unplug it while I adjust the belts. We're on the lowest speed setting. This is a old school lathe, so the speed change is going to be manual with the belt. We're going to actually change the belt speeds, but that's not too hard to do. Hopefully that'll work. Let's see what happens. Let me turn that speed up a little bit. Okay, a little more speed. I think it'll cut nicer. So I think we're just kind of too slow around that cut, and we'll get the rest closer to this as well. Something like that. And we'll give it a go. I think it's cutting a lot better with the higher speed. There we go. Now we're on to something, huh? Now we're turning. See, I'm right-handed, but I don't know if right-handed turners use their right hand and left hand as a guide. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm liking the shape of that so far. I think what we're going to do with this ball is usually to hollow out the storage side of the bowl, the inside of the bowl. We would put a tenon on top of this, or we could put a mortar, is I think what we'll do. Let's see how things are looking. Just want to make sure we have no huge tear out, like right here. That's a good bit of tear out there. So we may need to keep working at this. Try and get that out. Okay. also put a little rim at the top of the bowl. How about that? All right, doesn't look too bad. I think I'm liking that. Next thing will be probably take the support tailstock off. Still running quite round. Okay. So let me move this out of the way. Now this is why I wanted the camera on the other side of the lathe, so that I can have a better angle of this, but as of right now, I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'll get this here and turn this here. So, and I got something like that. Now, we need to make a mortise in there, a little bit of a dovetail on the end. I had some connectors. There they are. Here they are. I just want to get roughly how big these jaws are. I think if we make it about that big. Yeah. We just don't want to make it so big that we're unable to attach it. So we will kind of use this to get our mark. So that'll be where we're going to start to plunge in. I may use this pointed cutter, this splitter, whatever it's called, to get in there. Let me back this up actually just a hair. Come on now. There we go. Right there will be good. Tighten down. I'll go ahead and plunge in here. I need to lower this here as well. Just below center. Like that. Alright. Try with square one. So we are a little above center here. Drop it just a hair more. Okay, I'm going to put a little bevel on this. See how that's looking. Should be big enough, I think, hopefully. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit and then round this over a little more. Then we'll do some sanding. Looking. That should be good. Now, I'll work on this edge here. Just get this a little more rounded. I'm liking that. All right, we're going to move on to some sanding now. I just hope that's deep enough. Let me put a little bit more of a bevel on that inside there. Just so that his jaw's really got something to lock into. I think that'll be good enough. I think so. All right. Is there anything else I want to do before we get to sanding? I think that's good. So let me grab some sandpaper. Oh. So this week has been kind of, I mean, it's only Wednesday if you're in Australia. This week has been kind of crazy for me. So far, you know, just one of those days, but getting in the shop, being able to make something and turn something, that makes everything a lot better. Don't mean to complain. So I'm not complaining, you know. But this, building something, really helps you, it's a good release, you know. Makes you feel good. Okay. Let's get to a bit of sanding. Going with 180 grit. See how that's looking. It's feeling nice. You may want to drop down a grit, I think, because we are a little rough still. Let's see what other grits we got in here. I got a whole thing. I ordered this for that train project, as a matter of fact. It's like a pack of little sandpaper. Never really used it, but it wound up coming in handy. This feels rougher than this, yeah. For this project. For turning Tuesdays or wood turning Wednesdays. See how that looks. Almost. Spend a couple more minutes on that. Okay, I think that's the tear out gone, so we'll go back up a grit. And add a little bit of a back bevel to this. I think would look nice. That's loud. Okay. What time is it? 9:30. Okay, let's see what other sandpaper I got in here. 400. That'll do. I'll just hit it with a 400 here. Grabbing some sandpaper. Sandpaper. Come back. Loosen that up. Oh, I don't like the sand job, really. I think it needs to be better. Let me see what other grits I've got. I'd like a 320 or something like that. So 180. Send it with a 400, but I think we need to. So we got some rougher scrap like that. Needs to be cleaned up. I'm using this paper towel cut out of the back of seems like those are vanishing. Man, I probably should have some rougher grit on there first. I got a 120. Let's drop down to that and see what it will do. I think that's just because it's the end grain. So let's work our way back up. Ooh, that's hot. Do not want to start a fire. That would be bad. Good content though, huh? Ooh, that is shiny. So I think I'm just going to put a paste wax on this for the finish. It's the simplest thing I have right now. And I'll polish it in. That's really taken a shine to it. So that looks pretty nice. We'll buff it for a few more minutes. Not minutes. A little more buffing and oh. All right. I think the back side of the bowl is done. Let me sand. Not quite done. The center part here, I want it to be a little smoother, so let's hit that real quick. There we go. The bottom looks much better now. So, we're going to take it out of the chuck now and flip it around the other way and work the inside of the bowl. Get our lid back on this. It would be the other way, maybe. Yeah. So here's the outside of our bowl so far. And we're just going to hog out the inside now. We unscrew that. Set this aside so we don't lose it. And close our jaws. That fits over it, thank the Lord. And then open them up. Oops. We can fix it. Not a problem. Alright, so now we've got the bowl mounted this direction, and we could start to hollow out the inside. Ooh. So, let's get rocking. Ooh. Let's see here. I think we'll go back to the square cutter. Seeing how well y'all are able to see. I think I might move y'all to the right a little bit. 1 second. Let's make sure we didn't. Son of a gun. Oh boy. Back to the struggle. I'm trying to get the light set up here. I can hardly see. Okay. That should be good there. Yeah, it feels a lot better. A lot better. Okay, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I didn't really mess up the back. We're good. We're good. Just kind of came loose on the chuck there. Can't get too aggressive now. Cannot get too aggressive. Getting too greedy there. Okay, let's give it a look. Uh, yeah, we definitely can go a lot thinner. Welcome back. We are now hollowing out the inside of the bowl. If you've missed it, we've got the backside shaped and finished. And yeah, now just working on the inside. Trying to get that as close as we can. That's really all we got there. Huh, seems like the mic keeps disconnecting. It's back on now. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure what the issue is there. A little more out there. Just try to even up these lines here. Moving on to sanding. I don't know, maybe the battery is dying on the mic. That's probably why. Oh, fuck. 100 grit here. I'm going to switch to the phone audio. Hopefully you can hear me still. I switched over to the phone audio, so hopefully. Alright. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Still got a bit of a tear out there, so we're gonna keep going. Boy, through my sandpaper. Okay, we're just going to move up in the grit and get some wax on that thing, and we'll wrap this stream up today. Oh, what a stream it's been, huh? Definitely was expecting things to go smoother, but you know, it's the third stream or whatever, so it's all right. And on to the 400. So being the first bowl that I've turned in quite a while, I think this may have come out successful, but we will see. Oh. All right. So, what is that? Hold up, we gotta fix that. We gotta. Bit of a grab with the hair out on the end here. Almost got it. Wow, that's hot. There we go. Hit it with 400, then the wax. Okay. Let me grab the wax and that'll be it. Like I said in the beginning, if you were here, I want to do, check out this can opener, huh? I'd like to do a giveaway these projects in the future. I have not figured out yet the best way to do that as far as setting up the giveaway and how to enter and stuff. Because I know some, like, I think there's a way you can like comment a specific word and it'll automatically enter you into the giveaway, and then the computer will pick the winner, something like that. Pretty sure we could set it up like that, but I'm not 100% certain. And there we are. Let me move us back here. Ooh. One second. Quite dusty in here. Microphone issues, we'll have to sort those out. I don't know, I don't think it was, the battery was dying in that, but I guess it very well could have been. Oh, I'm gonna drop our new bowl. Alright, well, here is little maple bowl. For not having turned a bowl in probably a few years, I think this has turned out pretty good. Little lip on it. Nice little bowl here. Smells like paste wax. Not a food safe finish. I highly doubt it. Yeah. So this is not a full bowl for food. That is for sure, but that is today's episode of this week's episode of Turning Tuesday. Next week we'll be back turning another project. We're working on some sort of turning thing. Yeah, the audio issues were unfortunate. We did start a little late. I'm trying to start around 7. That's Eastern Standard Time, New York time, whatever time that is in your time zone, wherever you may be. I know we got some folks from Australia. Don't mean to offend you with the accent. Probably sounds terrible. But yeah, I'm going to try and do this every week, go live at least once a week. Thinking about also live streaming projects that we're making in the shop. This is kind of just for fun, something to do. And also something to do like giveaways and stuff like this, because that would be super cool. And I love to make things and give them to people. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around through the technical difficulties. Bit of a rough start, but I think in the end we came away with a product we can be proud of. And I would be doing a giveaway right now, but I don't know the best way to do it yet, so we'll try and get one in. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support from everybody, and we've got more YouTube long form videos coming. They're just in the editing stages, so those will be out soon, and we'll be live again next week on Turning Tuesday. So peace out. Thank you so much.